Cause now I'm headed to class. I'm still 20%, so get your head out your ass. I'm the antonym of the internet, still cleaning up the viruses that you had left. I think I'm falling in love again. Don't stop until you hear the I'm the antonym of the internet, been fighting on new grounds over if my love is valid. Fuck the cynicism, let the colors fly. Don't care, you think it's cringe because it's not your life. She said, do you like waffles? I said, hell yeah. Been watching Equals 3 until 2 a.m. I ain't got no iPhone, but I got a DS with a keychain, a pinky. Her cupcakes are the best. I've been failing my classes cause I don't give a damn. They say the world is my oyster, but the free market's a scam. Everything's been changing since last generation was born, and they won't try to take and change. Use a two-edged sword. I'm the antonym of the internet, still cleaning up the viruses that you had left. I think I'm falling in love again. Don't stop until you I'm the antonym of the internet, been fighting on new grounds over if my love is valid. Fuck the cynicism, let the colors fly. Don't care, you think it's cringe because it's not your life. It's never too late to fall in love with the world. Your past is not today, so set your stride with a twirl. Yeah, we've all made mistakes before, that's a fact of life. But once you restate your heart, you'll be just fine. Now with your life, you say it's all mine, all mine. Revel in your friends and hobbies, let your heart speak. When a drifter says some shit, just block that internet freak. I'm the antonym of the internet, still cleaning up the viruses that you had left. I think I'm falling in love again. Don't stop until you I'm the antonym of the internet, been fighting on new grounds over if my love is valid. Fuck the cynicism, let the colors fly. Don't care, you think it's cringe because it's not your life.
Alrighty, let's go ahead and get right into this then. Hello guys, welcome back. We are finally going to finish Clair Obscur Expedition 33 today. I hope. I'm very, very confident that I will be finishing it today, so let's see what we can do. So, I have done a little bit of side questing. My weapons are now max. I like the max levels, level 33. That's kind of cute. My characters are all super high level. They're not level 99 yet, but there is New Game Plus, so I don't think they need to be. And I've been able to crush the side bosses I fought. I actually finally found the other sister. Hey, Code Assembly. I found the other sister also, which she was an annoying boss to fight, because every turn, if I didn't parry all of her attacks, she would insta-heal to full. But I got this fucking amazing new buff that says on the start of my turn, if I've taken no damage since last turn, recover 100% health, which is super dumb. And as long as I don't get hit during a turn, my characters will auto-heal, so I've gotten rid of all the other healing stuff. And we're going to try and fight the serpent. Snack alert, by the way. There's a snack. And we're finally going to kill this guy. And then we're going to fight one other side boss, and then we're going to head down to Renoir and do it. There's this other side boss that my cutscene starts, so I went ahead and stop. Clair, I decided not to, because holy shit, she was hard. But yeah, so we're going to start with Serpent then. For reference, the difference between level 32 weapons and level 33 is insane. Or the worm. I mean, it's called Serpentaire. So, like, it's got serpent in the name. Game's a bit loud. Okay, let's turn that down. Yeah, I can reduce that a bit. Is that better? Or is that too low? Alright, so I've got a good combo going on now with Lune. I start with a wildfire, and then I use this thermal transfer. This is for stacking the stains. Because if I can get an earth stain, a fire stain, worm better. Okay, yes, that actually is probably more accurate. It is very much a worm with a Y. That is actually probably true. That is probably much, much better. Let me see something here. 1 second, I'm just checking this one thing real quick. Shoot. Alright, there we go. Just wanted to make sure everything was still online. Alright, and for him, I'm using Powerful to buff myself. The damage I've been getting is so insane. But I will let you see the results of that yourself. It's gonna get crazy though. Lune has this like big lightning blast attack. They are gonna steal it all, so I am gonna have to block. I am gonna have to parry him. Oh shit. Alright, so he's gonna use an energy tint on Lune because I need to get her up to high level, and then he's going to go ahead and I guess a Defiant Strike so I can get this weakness. Hey, learned you can make gasoline using plastic, and for some reason it doesn't seem like Peoples does that. I've learned some RuneScape lore this week. Oh, you have? I've been getting this RuneScape video about like how there was a cartel ran by someone. I haven't watched it, but I've been getting it. Look at this damage though. Holy shit, that's 1,600,000 damage. Look at what I did to this in-game boss's health bar. That's what Lightning Dance will do to you kids. Beware the Lightning Dance. I'm gonna go ahead and use this Tremor. What RuneScape lore have you read? I mean, I imagine that it's inefficient gasoline. Like, you can probably make gasoline in a pinch, but it's probably not the kind of gasoline you'd want to use on a regular basis. Oh, shoot. Damn. Oh, God. Okay, there, I got that parry. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Boom. Oh, it's just shields. Boo. Alright, I need... You know what? We're just gonna shoot. We're gonna spam. Plastic and gasoline are both petrol producers. They're different types of hydrocarbons. Actually, you can make rocket fuel off that if you're lucky. That sounds incredibly dangerous. Oh shit, we got frozen. I should have brought my anti-freeze thing. Oh shit. Come on, Lune, get out of there. Oh fuck. Oh shit. We might be able to get our teeth kicked in. Oh, no we didn't. No luck involved. No luck involved, it's all skill. Alright, let's do a marking shot. And then Defiant Strike. And he's absorbing all our AP. Like a little bastard. Shit. Well, luckily I have a free instant revive once per fight. Okay, so we're gonna do Swift Stride. Get ourselves back into Virtuous Stance. I was so much better in the practice fight with this guy. I swear. Perfect break him. That's even better. Want to tell me I can just start consistently making rocket fuel? Okay, PSA, kids, do not make rocket fuel. If there are any children watching, although probably not given what's happening in the EU in Britain at the moment, but like if there are, don't make rocket fuel. It's extremely dangerous and stupid. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do the Tremor on him. That's going to set him up for another excellent little burst of damage from my Lightning Dance. Luna's Lightning Dance is like my big finisher again. Lune has jumped right back around. It's not like you put in crude oil, a box shake, and see what loot drops. Just look through Wikipedia. Kids do make rocket fuel. It's much more valuable than your lemonade will be. Oh god, what's going on? Oh god, it's getting underneath me. Wow, it's calling down the thunder like Zeus. Okay, well, we kind of got it. And there goes all my nice AP. Shit. Well, I'm parrying part of it. Oh shoot. And we got the good gradient parry. That's good. Guess I really had to look into it now. Oh man. I really hope this doesn't become a channel that teaches children how to make rocket fuel. That sounds extremely dangerous. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and use an energy tent this turn, and then on my second cheater turn, I'm gonna go ahead and do a crystal crusher, and I think this would finish him. And if not, I should be able to finish him with like a parry or something, or with yeah, we can use energy tent on myself. For RuneScape, I've learned about the Falador Massacre. RuneScape has like such a history to it. Reminds me a bit of World of Warcraft in that sense. World of Warcraft has also had like some shit over the years. Also, oh fun, Virtuous Strike. And Defiant Strike. For what is the Falador Massacre, though? I'm interested. I'm intrigued. You piqued my interest. Every AP gain increased by 1. Holy shit. Wait. Does that mean like every AP? Because I have a lot of ways to gain AP. Whoa. What is this new? Hello. Let's see. What do we got here? Okay, anti-burn. Get the frick out of here. Energy Master. We'll put that in place of anti-burn. Because we need to get that. Anti-charm. I'm not sure we'll need that. Okay, so we beat that optional boss. It was a bug that happened on June 6, 2006, where a bug caused hundreds of players on one server to have PvP enabled outside the wilderness. Oh, gods. Are you telling me that PvP was turned on server-wide? Oh. Oh, gods. People died. People would have died. There are terrible people out there who would not miss an opportunity to noob farm. Was it a hard... Wait. Was it a hardcore server? Not server-wide. Okay. Oh, it was just some people on the server. Okay. Gotcha. Still, though, that would have been devastating if you were one of the... If you were one of the people that had PvP enabled and you weren't, like, over-leveled as hell, or one of the in-game characters, you were... Oh, by the way, Mael wrote that on the statue. Papa go home, or something like that. I'm not sure what it translates to. Papa va-tin. Telling her to go home, now that 33 is gone. Anyway, we're going to Renoir's little prison area to fight this super boss that was under there. It looked like a Dark Souls fight. So I'm going to show you. This is the last other secondary boss, and then we're going to head towards Lumiere. One analog situation in Warcraft. Are you talking about the Cursed Blood incident? Because I'm well aware of the Cursed Blood incident. That was the one where that the spreading disease effect from that one raid boss got out into the world through pets and essentially caused a real-life plague, which was actually very effective at modeling people's behaviors during COVID. Cursed Blood incident indeed. The funniest thing about that is that a lot of the researchers were dismissing the way we could learn from it, because there's no way people are stupid enough to go out and actively try and spread the disease to other people during a pandemic. That would be ridiculous. People are far more rational. It's like, nope, turns out no. Someone was having a large party in their player home. So many people showed up that it lagged out. Everyone ejected from the party had PvP enabled. Oh god, it's like the Hunger Games that got released into the world. Wait, are you saying that they could kill other, or could they hurt people with who didn't have PvP enabled, or could they only hunt each other? Or could they like only hunt each other or something? This is the other person I found. the other side boss we're going to do before we go to Lumiere properly and finish off the game. I also made sure to do like a backup of my save file before this, so if I want to go and do optional stuff, I can go ahead and do that, you know, later on. This is a really weird moment where I got like this widescreen shot. It tripped me up. Oh, that was weird. I was pressing forward and I just kind of walked backwards. Very odd. This reminds me of the Four Kings thing though, where you have to drop into the abyss. That's what initially got my attention here. They can attack anyone. Oh god, that's worse. All you need is a few jackasses and dear gods. A group of players went on a killing frenzy, didn't they? Was it one of those like hardcore servers where you lose all your stuff or no? Or was it like just a... Oh no wait, because RuneScape hardcore is something you enable on a character by character basis. So they could kill probably hardcore characters and like ruin their day. Shit. So the guy is called Simon. And I actually haven't finished watching the cutscene yet. I just saw the cutscene starting and I exited out originally. So let's see what this guy's all about. So it's a big boss moment. This feels like a Dark Souls boss. It feels like we dropped down into the Four Kings basement in order to go fight the Nameless King. He even kind of looks like the Nameless King when he's sitting there like that, with this giant sword and everything.
Swords? They look like the ones in old Lumiere.
Jagex was banning players abusing the bug. That's good. That's good. Jagex was banning people who abuse the bug. Very good. Good job. Ban those people. Simon?
You know him?
Nope. Yeah, come on. Verso.
Friend of mine.
Okay. Well, he doesn't...
Expedition Zero together.
Wait, this guy was on Expedition Zero? And he's not one of the immortal characters, and he's somehow still alive? He disappeared. Oh, well, I guess alive. Clair. Oh, that's right. Okay, I learned that Clair can, like, paint over other people's creations. We found the in-painting universe, the false Clair, essentially. And I fought her. She was the one who was regenerating her, like, 500,000 health every turn. God, this looks like we're fighting a Dark Souls boss. Honestly, it almost looks like we're fighting, like, an undead Dark Souls player. Anyway. Clair apparently didn't like the portrait her mother made of her, so she painted over it. And we tried to beat her, but in the end, a cutscene happened, and she, like, beat herself. She had a whole thing where her attacks were literally just, like, Final Fantasy summoning moves. It was kind of cool. Alright. Wow, we really do need this extra damage. Alright, we're gonna need this thermal. Yep, there we go. Transference. Let's go, baby. Okay. So, I think... I'm gonna go ahead and follow up with Powerful. Because we need to be doing as much damage as possible here. I've got like really good high damage weapons now, so that's also sweet. I'm gonna go with Perfect Break, because I want that break damage. Alright, sweet. Okay. Whoa. Whoa! Holy shit, he killed my all in one shot! The frick? Perfect break. Break damage, break damage, break damage.
I've lived through worse.
Follow up. Do not let him hit me. Holy shit. Okay, I might decide to not fight this guy if I can't get Lune's attack off here. Let's see if Lightning Dance does anything to him. Even Lightning Dance only did like a third of his health. That is not much. Comparable to what I'm usually doing with Lightning Dance. Alright, then we follow up another Wildfire. Players aren't allowed to log out 10 seconds after attacking someone. Stop aggressive people fighting in the wilderness and then from running away when losing. That includes forced to log out due to ban. Oh. Oh god, so things people can do in 10 seconds if they're being really petty. Okay. Come on, Perfect Break, let's keep going. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up.
I'll do it.
Okay, Lune survived. Which is good. That's good, that's good. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and... You don't get it. Okay, what am I not getting here?
So much potential.
Oh wait, could he not ban them? Did the ban just not work because of that? Is that what you're trying to say? Because that would be terrifying. That'd be like if God just couldn't smite somebody. If not that, then what else? What else? I don't know what. Not really sure what else could it be. All right, Gustav's homage. Yes. Get that damage. If they find another person to fight for the 10 seconds, and they were probably doing, and they don't have to feel retaliation because they were in a gigantic area where people probably couldn't attack them back, so they could keep. Oh, that's evil. That's super evil. Oh, hey, Dawnseeker. We finally killed that gigantic flying serpent thing. And I'm trying to kill this, like, Dark Souls boss we found under Renoir's prison. Perfect break. We're about to do a gradient charge with, Lune. This is, okay, this is freaking awesome. Watch this. Sky break.
Doors of Chroma, open.
Boom, baby. Look at that go. And now I can immediately do a lightning dance. That perfect break is basically a game over for any enemy I'm fighting, because it lets me do lightning break immediately after, the lightning break dance immediately after. And to even get to it, I probably have done the lightning attack beforehand. Okay, so he was able to, like, one-shot my characters, but I was able to just insanely outdamage and survive his attacks by a thread. Unless we're going to phase 2. Are we going to phase 2, or... Oh shit, we're going to phase 2. Imagine 9,999 still being the max. Oh gods! This fight would take literal days. Oh shit. This really is a Dark Souls boss.
To free me from her grasp,
Oh shit, it's phase 2.
to the likes of them,
It's the evil Clair talking.
your oath remains unfulfilled.
God, this really does feel like a Dark Souls boss got dropped into this game.
Enemies await.
The cryptic dialogue and everything too, you know? This guy is, holy shit, his sword compensates for something, buddy? That makes the Berserk sword look small. You fool, Ramble, there's always second phase. Oh gods, all the swords are gone. He's gonna start throwing them at me, isn't he? Shit. Oh god! I can't even see his health bar decreasing anymore. Well, let's hope I can survive this. And if this turns out to be too ridiculous, I might just, like, do this later. Hilarious eldritch enemy. His name is Simon. One long horizontal slash. Gods, it's gonna kill me. And I can't, oh my gods! I just did 500,000 and you could barely see it. Holy shit. Oh gods. Oh frick. And he just reduced my character down to 1 health. Alright, let's lightning dance him. Lightning dance. Holy shit! That was 1,000,000 damage! Does this guy have does this guy have 10 million health? No, 100 million? How do I... Oh gods. I might be cooked. I might be like just flat out cooked. Maybe if I parry him? But, god, this is gonna be hard. Okay, I mean, Lune's attack is the only thing that's doing even remote amounts of damage, so I have to keep going with that. Let's glory! Ready to fight Renoir? This is clearly the optional hard, super hard boss. Oh, there are secondary backup attacks now. He's got Moonlight Greatsword energy going on. Fun.
Let's carve a path.
Holy shit. I don't even know what to say to this fight. Oh my god. This is insane.
Bring it on.
Cope harder. His abilities just instantly reduce my characters.
I'll manage.
Oh shit. Cope harder. I grinded! I literally killed 2 bosses at the same time on repeat for a while for fun. Holy shit. It's like when you're a clueless kid playing Kingdom Hearts for the first time. You just finished the Golden Cup in the Coliseum. Thought you challenged the Platinum. Yeah, this is like when you go to hard mode out of nowhere. I've killed every other boss with like 2 or 3 shots of that. Even Clair. Like, Clair was like an insane thing where I had to fight souped up versions of previous bosses and shit. And even she, yeah, I had to parry every attack perfectly, but she still died in like 4 attacks of this. This guy's making Clair look weak. And she was nuts.
Careful now.
Oh gods, what is this?
Luna, careful.
Shit. Well, that happened. I mean, let's send in the backup team. I don't think they're gonna do much because they have like shit Pictos. I haven't really been using them that much. Yeah, they're doing like okay-ish damage, but not like great damage. Focus Foretell. For those not in the know, Platinum can consist of 1 match. Oh yeah. Harvest. Yeah, nope. This shit's, I'm just dead. I'm freaking dead. Sephiroth. Oh, joy. Yeah, that's not great. Oh yeah, I'm about to die. Oh! He just like obliterated her. I didn't realize that during the first fight, but he is literally gourmaging my characters. Holy shit. So I think I'm gonna save that for my personal time. I am going to beat him, because I can't stop myself. But, shall we fight Renoir then? Yes, let's fight the literal god over him. Let's go fight the literal god, or equivalent in this universe, over this guy. Yes, very much so. Because that will take all night. Honestly, it would take all night and I probably still wouldn't beat it. I need to go, like, grind some more. And get some more good Pictos.
Hang on tight.
Probably need to get that 1 Picto I have that's double AP on everyone. I honestly, that fight's not even about that. You just need to get better at parrying. Because I'm doing noticeable damage, it's just not great every, like, other turn using Lune. So if I could just parry him, I'm sure the parry damage would also be insane thanks to Mael's Victorious mode. You know, thanks to her, like, super 200% damage mode. If I could parry all of his attacks, I would probably win. Very quickly, because the damage would be insane. Even if I could parry, like, every other time he attacked, I'd probably be fine. Because I could just, like, revive and stuff. But, holy shit. You need to have your parry game on point for him. Sephiroth's neat little attack, unless you disrupt him, you have a second chance ability. Oh, yeah. Hey, I already had to deal with Clair earlier. Clair's whole thing is that she heals 500,000 health every turn, unless you parry all of her attacks. If you miss even 1 parry, she heals 500,000, which is like half of what my best attack's damage is. Or a quarter of it, or a third of it at best. So yeah, we're gonna leave the God Killer for a bit later. We're gonna go kill the Painter, because that is apparently easier. No wonder he was sealed even deeper than Renoir. That guy is way more terrifying. Also, I probably don't have story plot armor against him. Okay, this is Lumiere. Oh, I've already had to kill some of those things in the prison under Renoir's place. They're called Création. They're essentially bosses. I fought like 2 of them at the same time as a farming method. And it still took me like 3 battles in order to like get all the experience I need. There's also the Endless Tower, which is apparently like a boss rush mode, but I haven't really done much with it.
We'll have to move fast.
It's that big giant tower building that we've been seeing as we're flying around. Alright, we have to move quickly. Cool. I wish it showed the actual weapon you're using. 1/3 doesn't seem like a lot. Well, she does it every turn, and I can only use that attack every other turn. So really, she's healing 2/3 of the attack in the time it takes me to do it. And that's if I only miss one of the parryings.
Tomorrow comes.
And also, if I get hit, I'm probably taking damage, which means I might not be, you know, that makes sense, yeah. And again, that's just Lune's ultimate attack. Plus, her attacks were like super barrages of multiple enemies coming at you, Final Fantasy summon style. I gotta say, oh. Also. Wait, 1 second. Yeah. Alright. Can you hear this music, though? This shit rocks. Oh, I love this music. Also, Expedition 33 coming home.
Glorious wreakers of havoc.
Look at them go. The Sword of Lumiere. God, I love this music. Kicks ass. Also, this is so freaking cool. Watching all the other expeditioners we've like been seeing this whole time go out and wreak havoc. Oh, you want to go, bitches? Let's go. Sephiroth is the one enemy in Kingdom Hearts where you cannot force your way to victory. I feel like Simon is the same way. Like, even Serpentair, I was able to just, like, eventually get enough powerful enough to blast him down, even though my parry game was on point. Now, Sia... Now, the other painter replica, I forget, God, what was her name again? The person I was talking about earlier who heals a lot. She also, you couldn't just brute force her. You had to get good at the parrying, and it took me, like, 2 hours, I think, of, like, practice over, like, the last week to get her down. Her timings were, like, really difficult, and she had a lot of, like, really quick bursts of it where you had to hit it. You couldn't just, like, spam the button. You had to hit bump, 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 bump. You would hit it exactly like that. Bump, bump, bump. Immediately. And you would do that in the middle, and it was like, oh shit. Clock Tower and Phantom Neverland.
Ready to strike.
There have been a few enemies in this game, especially with, like, my level at certain times, where it's just like, I have to. Also, yeah, I think I might be ready for this. The fact that I'm, like, wrecking the side enemies that were supposed to be the guards that made us flee last time with, like, a single blow. God, this music, though, is so epic. This is, like, our victorious final battle music right here. We're gonna have to listen to that when we're on Kayak. The garden will restart it all. Oh, we're running the reverse gauntlet. When we were first testing out our grapple hook and everything, this is like the reverse gauntlet of what we originally did. This is literally the inverse of the start of the game. That's cool. I like that. I like it when games do shit like that. Brings it all back home, you know?
The 32s.
Alright. Let's do this.
Let's cover path.
Perfect break. My damage has just gone so the hell up. Oh yes, we're picking up weapons now, because we really need new weapons in the final freaking battle. The Clock Tower Phantom in Neverland. Okay. So what's the deal with the clock tower in Phantom Neverland? You know, the other thing I like about this game is it feels like when I beat some bosses, it's because of actual skill. Like when I beat Clair, I didn't just feel like I got stronger. I feel like I learned her patterns like a Dark Souls game and actually got better at dealing with the boss. Also, because every character has their own systems, you have to figure out their gimmick and figure out how to get the most potential out of it. Like, for example, there's this really interesting thing with... Oh, wait, 1 second, we're going to do this real quick because I just got this ability unlocked now. I don't use the cheater ability in Mayel because she wants to stay in her stance and do really good parrying attacks. So I let her stay here and do really good parrying. Alright, now we just need to do Energy Master, so I need a little bit more. We're going to go back to the flag real quick. Wait 1 second. I have to interrupt this real quick to re-equip a Picto. God damn it, my epic... God, that guitar riff sounds good. Holy shit, yes, we definitely need to put this on while we're in the kayak code and assembly, 100%. This has to be on the this has to be kayaking music right here. I fucking love it. I'm gonna turn this up a little bit. Thought occurs. So Verso's little sister blamed by her mother for the fire. And Verso was probably painted to the best of her ability so he looks beautiful. Yeah. Clair was painted over, so she was probably something was off with her. Can't canoe music, but yes. Sorry, canoe music. I'm going back to this, so we're going back to this like kind of like sad music, or you know, melancholic, I guess. I'm trying to find the flag again. Oh shit. They really did bring all the executioners back to actually go to town. Alright, where was the freaking last flag I had? I am a bit lost. His father had a scar over his face. I think Renoir also has a scar from the, does the regular Renoir have a scar or no? If not, it might have been because she was angry with him. Because, you know, Verso was the pretty little boy, but she wanted Renoir to be the perfect father, so maybe he fought them off. I'll be practicing tensioning the tarp this weekend. Okay. Cool. Clair was drawn, well, we don't really know how Clair was drawn because she was drawn over by the time we found her. So, like, Clair had essentially turned her into this, like, marble statue virgin. Because of the way that she didn't like the way that Mother drew her. Which either means she didn't like this, like, innocent, like, loyal daughter version, or she didn't like this, just like the way, or she just found it insulting. So Clair's version was in like constant agony and more mindless by the time we found her. So that was a whole thing. Oh my god, I passed it up the flag like an idiot. Alright, Exhibition Resources. We're gonna go ahead and give every one of you up to 90. Okay. I think that should be enough for the Picto now. So let's go to Lune. We're gonna turn off do 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 do. Was she put at peace? Well, we tried to put her down, but all we ended up really doing was freeing enough of her soul that she could kill herself. And Verso said goodbye. Verso, like, mourned her death because, obviously. So that was a whole thing. It really hurt Verso, unfortunately. Okay, let's do, like, the biggest cost thing we have here we can use to reduce. Second chance cheater, energized turn, energized parry. We're gonna put energized parry over anti-charm. No, it's empowering parry. Where's energized parry? Alphabetical. Sorry about this. I just unlocked that, so... Energized parry. Shit. God damn it. That's also being taken up by someone. First strike, maybe? I'm trying to balance the costs properly, which is really annoying. Curiously, Verso claimed that when Maëlle Gourmage, his sister, that she was the only family he had left. Well, he thought that Clea was dead. He was surprised we found her alive. He was very surprised that she was still alive. So I imagine that Clea encountered the original Clea when they tried to invade the painting. And during the battle, he likely thought that the other Clea had killed his sister, essentially. That was what I got from their interaction, at least. Alright, recovery, maybe? No, recovery's pointless while we have that other thing on there. We just need to not get hit. Powerful revive, I guess. We'll have to take off something else, then. Let's see. Anti-blight, get rid of. And get rid of... That hurt even more to find her sister alive only to lose her again. Yeah, that is brutal. Then again, like... Verso losing, like, everything in his life is kind of standard, you know? That's kind of, like, been the entire freaking game so far. At Death's Door. Let's do At Death's Door, then. Okay, we come off back here. At Death's Door. It really, really does. Yeah, it was brutal, though. He was, like, broken. In a way that, like, most of the other stuff hadn't been able to do. There, At Death's Door, and that frees up even more slots, and then we can go ahead and turn off Powerful Revival together. So that gets us to 31. And we take out Energizing Revive, too. We don't need to get extra just because we're reviving. We're getting playing from other stuff. Oh, God, I'm so close and yet so far. I really wish I had gotten a few more pieces of these. Battle Start, maybe we take some off? No, that's really good. Let's remove Shortcut and do Energizing Start. Okay, so we're gonna take off Shortcut and do Energizing Start. Shortcut basically let me, whenever I got down to really low health, get a free turn like right then. But we're gonna go do this instead, which gives me just enough to go ahead and put on Energy Master. Sweet. Okay, so we've got 2 people with Energy Master now. Breaker is good. We do want someone to have anti-blight. We can go ahead and turn off Healing Parry there. Energize Death. Energize Start. No, wait, we'll do one Energize Start. We'll turn off Energize Jump. And Darkest Dungeon is too much admin for you. I mean, this is balancing a number spreadsheet. Shush. Also, I literally don't even do this for my other 2 characters, so I don't have to, like, do this for, like, a bunch of characters. And this is something I do rarely. I only do this when I get, like, a really powerful new pick, though. It speaks to his character that he can continue walking with death by his side, taking everything from him, and still care about people. To be fair, he's apparently spent, like, the last 100 years doing nothing but losing people. So that's, like, understandable, you know? That's kind of... honestly, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if Verso is just, like, that's just life at this point. Although he's not immortal anymore, because his mother's gone. So as long as his mother doesn't come... or as long as the mom, doesn't come back into the portrait, the paintress. As long as she doesn't come back, then... Verso will be able to, like, live a normal mortal lifespan at this point, I think. Unless he was, like, has immortality painted into him, but Maëlle can probably remove that if he wants. Alright. This is where it all began. The red and white tree, everything. It's all here. It's time for the final battle, everybody. I love that we have our own squad that's coming around doing the fight with us. It feels impactful. I know it's basically cutscene stuff happening in the background, but it feels cool. It's a good payoff for all the stories we were collecting of all the different, like, expeditioneers we found, all the journals. Too many numbers, it hurts. Hey, buddy. Time for... oh, you heard of my expeditioneers? Also, this looks like some abomination from, like, the Flesh in Magnus Archives. Or maybe the Stranger with that whole angular look to it. Chromatic, it chases you. Too many numbers, it hurts. Math is fun.
Let us stain them.
Alright, there we go. Setting up the lightning attack. Yeah, much more reasonable than a lot of the side stuff I've been doing. We're gonna unlock Powerful, just massive free damage.
Let's carve a path.
Also, we've got like just so much AP, it doesn't even matter. We can just spam our best skills now. Bam. Real headache hours. Defiant Strike.
This will hurt. You're outmatched.
Wow, I literally can just like... Jeez, this almost feels like bullying. What I'm saying is the apathy to escape and avoid the pain of loss would be much more expected for someone who cares so much. Every loss is another dagger punch into him. I mean, to be fair, yeah. And he even admitted he had times where he just did not help out expeditions. It wasn't until he finally saw Mael that he decided to, like, get back in the game. Because he was like, oh my god, finally, one of the painters is here, and we can finally end this already. Remember, he really did just want to end the world. Mael was the one who pulled him back from that despair. She was the one who told him to get off his ass and actually find something worth living for, because we care about him and we want to live our lives. He doesn't get to end the world. She's going to make sure we survive. Like, there was the whole thing with that. Also, I think the ghost boy is... I think that creepy ghost boy we found is actually Verso. That's my guess, anyway. He was talking about some stuff in the museum where we found Clair. And the piano is there. I think he's like Kid Verso, like an echo of the old Verso's soul from when he used to play in here as a child. At least that's my guess. Anyway, let's keep going. Also, these things are really annoying, but they're pretty easy to kill once you know how to do it. And I spent a while grinding them, so I'm pretty used to their attack patterns. There's my grapple point.
Nevrons from the Axon Islands.
Then what are they doing
What are they
here?
doing
Wait,
here?
the Axon Nevrons? Oh, shit. That means I'm going to worry about charming again.
Finesse and grace.
What is this? Oh, I fought one of these things before. It's basically just like a little mini boss almost.
Finesse and precision.
Perfection. And now I'm able to kill it pretty easily. Wildfire. We're just gonna go ahead and do a normal lightning dance. It's not boosted by all our other stains, but it does so much damage. Who cares? You little wimps. I want to fight Renoir. Where the hell are you, Renoir? Stop hiding like a little bitch. Get out here and fight me, coward. Renoir, you freaking coward. Get out here and fight me already. Oh, look, it's the flag. It's all torn. Wow, this really does feel like apocalyptic. I gotta give him credit for that. I had to grab the shiny, didn't I? I was like, I have to grab the shiny. It's shiny.
Finesse and precision.
Also, I like that, like, Renoir's creatures have, like, a different style to them. Like, I can tell the difference between the things that Renoir copy-pasted from from the mother and the things that he created himself. Or the things that he, like, took inspiration from. Like, he has this very jagged, abstract design to a lot of his painted creatures, which sets him apart from the more detailed, almost like pseudo-organic and clayish stuff that Maman had, essentially. Or the mother. Oh god, it's the Axon creatures. I think it's cool. I think it's pretty cool. All things considered. Alright. Jump off this windmill. Or wait, is this the right way to go? It feels wrong. Where am I supposed to... Where am I supposed to be going? It says that apathy is often a product of caring too much and being punished for it. That would describe Verso to a T, because he cares very deeply for everyone here. He cares for Monoko, and for all the people he's worked with over the years, like all the expeditioners. He clearly cared about them a lot. But he kept losing them over and over. Okay, so I was supposed to... The game designers had this big old flag that was desecrated and pointing in the air telling me to go in this direction. I just completely ignored it like an idiot. Follow the subtle clues. Oh, look, it's a child. Maybe I should continue. Maybe I should continue. Continue what? Forever. Forever. The boy has gone silent. I am 99% sure that's like young Verso, like an echo of his soul from the painting. Because they said that the painting holds the last of Verso's soul, essentially. And to destroy it would destroy the last remnant of him, pretty much. So I wonder if that's like the echo of the childhood of Verso had playing in the painting, you know? Alright, we got a merchant. Wait, there's a merchant? Dude, this is literally the apocalypse. After all the mess that happened, I'm the only one curious to make the journey here. This place is sad. Trade. Well, I might as well fight him. Because, you know, we're in the middle of a war, but we should totally fight our allies. It's the only way they'll respect me. It's the only way he'll respect me. Oh my god. The first strike. Okay, I might be a little over leveled. Just a little bit. I might just be a little over leveled. What do you think? Full strength. I might just be a little bit over leveled. Just a tiny bit.
Oh man.
Oh man. When you get to the end game, you've done a lot of side quests, and it's like, oh, I'm sorry, this game was supposed to be completable by people who stuck to the main story for the most part. You grinded and fought some of the intense side bosses and got their overpowered rewards. Your reward is, this fight's gonna be pretty easy. Then again, maybe Renoir is gonna come out and knock the wind out of my sails. Clair certainly knocked the wind out of my sails for a while, as did Simon. Turns out having a normal-ass name means you're terrifying. Like, if your name is Serpentaire, like, yeah, sure, you're scary. But, like, if your name is called Simon, oh gods. Or if you're called Bob, oh man, if a guy called Bob walked up to me, I'd be like, oh gods, no, no, please. I know it's apocalypse, but the world keeps turning and someone has to sell this merchandise in games we like.
Ned, we need to defeat them fast.
Put a small part of their soul in every object they craft or every work of art. Yeah, I figured, I got that part. I got that this was like a whole, the artist puts their very soul into the painting and it gives it life thing. That's a pretty common trope for like art magic, as I like to call it, where you're able to create stuff. Yeah, they're very much referencing that, but most art-based magic tends to reference that in a sense. I mean, hell, even Harry Potter made a reference to that with their whole living painting shtick. Except in that case, it was the subject that put a bit of themselves into the painting. Oh, this creation is weaker. Oh, this one's weaker than the one I fought. Wait, this is weaker than the boss I was grinding for fun. Or for levels, I guess. Not necessarily for fun, but for levels. This is the weaker version of a boss, because the boss I fought could take an entire, like, lightning dance for like 1,000,000 and still have a bit of health left over. So I fought the souped up ultra version of this below, in Renoir's old prison. Every swing of the hammer, every pilgrim brought their pen. Yeah. It is cool. I like that. They were kind of already going at that angle with the paintress even beforehand. I have had that thought stuck in me. Every work of art is a part of your soul. What happens when you give away your work? You give away a bit of your soul. It is very poetic to say it like that. I'm not gonna lie. I did Dante Slash. Because screw you, I feel like it. Radiant Sword. Radiant Swing. Okay, faster than strong. Always plays twice in a row, but deals 50% less damage. That could actually work. So a lot of my stuff is set up, but nah.
Papa's over there.
Seems kind of pointless.
And the coma we need to bring back Lumiere.
Even I can sense
All the Luma we need to bring it Lumiere. He is here, doing what needs to be done. What I can't do anymore. What needs to be done for my sake and theirs? This is Verso! I knew it! I knew it! I knew it. I mean, they were foreshadowing it pretty hard, but I knew that it had to be Verso. Or at least what's left of him. The original Verso from the outside. Value is determined at the point of sale. Without sale, the soul has no value. What happens when there is no soul left to give? Oh gods, we got the confrontation. That's when you're burnt out. That's burnout. You're talking about burnout. The soul regenerates, but you need to rest. Otherwise, you'll burn out. Make more. Alright, we got the big confrontation with Dad. Let's see Renoir. Versus staring at him. Renoir, bud. You need to stop.
Papa?
Alicia.
Please. I just want you to understand what this canvas means to me.
I do understand.
Oh.
I know how powerful and intoxicating it is. How deeply attached we can become to the world's.
Oh, God. There's so much metaphor here. There's so much metaphor.
Enthralled, and it nearly killed me.
Doesn't mean you have to erase Verso's canvas.
Child, do you think I want to? After all the sorrows we've endured,
Do you think I wish
do
to
you
destroy?
really think that I want to destroy this last piece of his soul?
We've hidden it. Maman won't
Don't.
get any more.
Don't.
Life keeps forcing cruel choices. We do what we must.
Oh, God. Yeah, you see, he has no scar. He doesn't. So maybe it's like he got scarred because he did more to defend the children in this timeline or something like that.
Often blinds
Blinds
us.
us.
And
CL.
we make choices we can never take back.
You grieve for two.
I grieve for many.
Oh, damn.
The choices of parents leave in
I wonder if
deep
this is
marks
because I
on
completed all their
children.
side quests.
But
So they got their
ultimately,
full relationship.
the voices in their head.
Yeah, these are
Lead
definitely
around.
the lines that they learned at the end of their relationship quest. This is from the relationship
Cannot set
quest.
the boundaries of their life for
For
them.
them. These are all the lessons that her family needed to learn, that they didn't learn.
After the fire,
Oh yeah.
you wanted me to find new joy in life. And I tried. But I couldn't. I couldn't. Verso
Oh.
died because of me. How do I get from that to joy?
Child, it will get better, I promise you. But this is not the way.
Oh.
Your friends speak truth. And it changes nothing.
Gods.
You can hate
He
me.
admits they're right, and he says it
That's
still
a
doesn't
choice
change my
I must make.
choice.
As your
Oh.
father, I must look out for you. Especially.
You understand why he's doing it.
Look out for
It's
yourself.
from his perspective, this is a
You treat me as
completely
if I'm
modable
still
act.
alive.
I treat you as if the shadow from the worst day of our lives is going to suffocate you and take you from us too!
I understand why he's doing it. It makes from his perspective, this makes sense. He has to destroy it. Because otherwise they will just drown in this memory forever. But he didn't live in this world. He stayed here, but he didn't live here.
I said,
He never saw what the painting meant to others. And how, yes, maybe the mother needed to give it up. It needed to be hidden away from her at the very minimum. But his destructive path, just trying to bury it, forget who Verso was, forget him, let all of him vanish from the world, is also not exactly the healthiest coping mechanism. It'd be like a parent, like, saying, we need to move past our grief, and then going down to destroy, like, every, photograph you have of someone. A person who died, to try and make sure you don't stay there staring at it. You can't go back. You can't go back, but that doesn't necessarily mean you have to destroy all remnants of the past. I'm reminded of that. God, this music is epic. God, this music is so epic. Oh, I fucking love this. This game is my pick for the game of the year. I'm sorry. I don't. Maybe Silk Song will be better than it, but like Silk Song, but game. I'm sorry, Team Cherry. You've been delayed so many times that a game actually worthy of beating you it appears. Sorry, Team Cherry. This is. I'm sorry. Sandfall just takes this. They take this. So freaking good. Also, yes, I am very much over leveled for this fight. Oh man, look at me go.
Okay.
Serene rescues Renoir. Oh shit, never mind.
Stop this insanity. It's time
The
to
music
go home.
is the speech. Someone was playing Ultra Kill plenty. Oh yeah.
I do love a challenge, but this is beginning to irk me.
Fuck. He keeps regenerating.
Maybe we focus on the axons first.
Okay. What the? What is this?
She can't.
Oh shit. It's Clair, isn't it? Conrad was so desperate to destroy the darkness and terrible memories made of his and his brother's past. He lost sight of the fact that his past held good memories as well. Yeah. Maman. The paintress has returned.
Kill yourself. It's too soon for you to return to any canvas.
The paintress has Tom. Holy shit. She's insane. Is she going to die? Oh god, this music hits so hard. Oh, wow. She just bitch slapped that thing, didn't she? Damn. Well, your healing is no longer available. Let's do this. Let's do it. Paintbrush sword also. Renoir burns. Defiant strike.
Watch out, my hell.
This is selfish, Ali. What the? Uh-oh. You know, I'm starting to realize that the paintress really had been worn down by staying here for so long. Oh, damn. Renoir. He literally just bathed in his trauma. The man just took a bath in his own trauma here. Look at him go. Again, if I weren't like super over leveled, this would be a way tougher fight, I can tell. Man just took a bath in his trauma to renew his rage. Nah, you tripping. Oh, that is such an epic shot. Seriously, all of the props to the animators and the voice actors and the composers. Everyone, this is like epic. This felt epic. It's like Kaiba in the regard that he's so desperate, too fixated on the darkness of the past, and forgets the joy of the past. Well, he's so focused on the damage it's doing in the here and now that he's willing to destroy any hope for the memories of that joy to be there for them in the future.
Was the one who saved me when I lost myself in a canvas. She taught me
How to
safely.
Are we sure it's not a AAA game? Yeah, we are. We weirdly are. Without flying
too close to the sun. We painted hundreds of canvas worlds, pushing the very boundaries of creation.
Oh.
And she day we spent here has a price.
She's dying, isn't she? She used too much of her power too soon. And I think it just killed her.
Yet here we are now.
So trust her. If she's doing this, then...
I trust
Which she is.
she
So.
taught me.
You know, that adds even more layers to him, because he sees this not just as, like, rescuing her from her grief. She sees it as his chance to remind her of the things she taught him.
Precisely what's at stake. You want control. You want to feel like you're doing something. You couldn't save Verso, so you want to save us. Except you're not. Destroying the canvas won't help us move on.
Go on.
It'll just deny us the one place that helped us feel again.
67 years. 67 years I spent trapped within the monolith. But I persisted. I persisted. Do you know why?
Oh, man.
Do you know why I cannot leave her or you behind? This is what I see.
Oh, God. It's really taking a toll out of her.
I cannot spend another day with living corpses. Since the fire, our family has crumbled. Aline in the canvas.
Oh, man.
Clair fighting a solitary war. You,
A living ghost.
living ghost.
Oh, the way he whispered it was so good.
Death broke us. Want it to be fixed. I need it to be fixed. I cannot lose you too.
Don't you see?
That's
That's how I feel about them. I can't lose them either.
Oh, man.
I've lost too much. Papa, see? I've lost so much.
Oh, man.
We both lost so much.
Papa, I don't want to lose you either.
Oh, man.
I'm not leaving you forever. Just a little longer.
Oh, the way that almost sounds like a kid wanting to play outside of it more. Or stay on a game for a bit longer,
Trust
but...
you, but
You can.
Let's stop deluding ourselves. That AAA games are what big companies are creating these days. Those days are over. Oh, man. Oh. We need more studios like this. To make more games like this. This is a gameplay and story bonanza. It's rare to find a game where the story and the game are this peak. Like, the story and the game mesh well together. The progression of the plot matches well with the progression of the character. And in general, it all works so well. And it works well as a unit. In a way that, like, a lot of games don't always do that. There are games that have really good gameplay, maybe are light on story. This has really good story, really good gameplay, and the gameplay and the story work well together.
Verso,
I'm sorry.
This is the her that Ubisoft lost. Wait, you can come out of the painting? Or is he still in the painting somewhere? What's this? What's this? Epilogue, perhaps? More? Or maybe he's going to comfort the mother? It's time. This is Verso. It's time to stop painting. Verso. He's still here. The echo of him is still painting away. Painting and painting and painting. Oh, man.
Hi.
Oh. Damn.
You're tired of painting, aren't you? I'm tired too.
That's...
Oh. It's the bit of him that was left behind.
You shouldn't be able to be here.
You shouldn't be able to be a gift.
Why did you run in? It's dangerous for you here.
See things as they
They
are,
are not as you want.
not how you want them to be.
What?
You lied
To your father.
No.
He saw it too. But he wanted to believe. You're going to die here.
Why don't you
Why don't you
leave?
just leave? You can always come back.
The moment I leave, Papa will erase this canvas.
This is not worth your life.
What life? My life of loneliness in a shell of a body, with no voice and no future.
You're my Elle. No matter where
What
you
you
are,
are.
you don't need this canvas.
But everything I want is here. Here I have a chance to live, Verso to live. Out there I merely exist.
Oh. God. The funny thing is Ubisoft used to be somewhat generally good at dev.
Stop quoting Papa.
Dragon Slayer is the first thing that comes to mind. Come on. You need to stop. Lyle.
It's time to stop painting.
Oh, man.
Verso! Papa also said, hold on to each other.
This feels wrong, Mael. This feels wrong. Oh God, so we have to fight Mael? Oh my God, the tutorial fight with Mael is all coming back around. It's all coming back around to the beginning. We went backwards through our path through the air, and now we're doing the fight with Mael from the very beginning. Except now it's not Gustav on the other side of her, it's Verso. Oh my God, that's so good. Decide the fate of the canvas. Fight as Mael or fight as Verso? Oh. I think... Because Mael is right, they have a reason to, a light right to live. But also Verso is right, she has a life to live. This is embrace the fantasy, fight as Verso. Alright, let's do a vote. Who thinks I should fight as Verso? Code and Assembly is for Verso. You know it to be right. Oh. Who do you think is right? Verso or Mael, everybody? go with Mael. Let's see what happens. Dawnseeker, you are the tiebreaker. Verso is right. Verso is right. I know Verso to be right. I'm sorry, Voting Assembly. I agree, but I want to let my viewers vote, and Mael is the one they voted on. They want to see her reconstruct a fantasy. If it makes you feel any better, you and I can watch the cutscene with Verso on our own time. I personally would choose Verso, but we're gonna go with Mael because that's the vote. I personally would have chosen Verso though. Nah. Hell yes, let's go. What glorious fight. I'm max level. Did you forget about that? That wasn't so much a fight as it was an execution. I only see one ending, and that is the ending. They both have justifications. It depends on which world you feel is real.
Stop him from painting.
Don't say that. Please. Don't say that.
Like, from the meta reason, Verso is right for real world. You have to let go of the fantasy. You can't let the fantasy kill you just because you're more real there than the outside. But, like, to the point of self-destruction, yes, Verso is right. But at the same time, from the other perspective of the world being real and how real these characters are, the destruction of it all also rings painfully. But I do feel like Mael is unsure to an extent. She's fearful that her father will destroy the painting, but she doesn't know for sure.
I just wanted to live this lifetime together. This lifetime that was stolen from us. Please. Bro. Please.
I don't want
For
this
the
life.
life. Oh man.
Help me.
Oh damn. Mael. Girl, what'd you do? Girl, what did you do? Oh, Mael. God, this is so raw. Even though I feel like the Verso ending would probably be the more narratively satisfying. Actually, I might be able to quick load a save and see the other one.
If you could grow old, would you find a reason to smile?
Ooh, that hits. That last line still hits. Holy shit. A life to paint. Because we still have some time, so I might actually be able to play through the other ending too. So this is the world where Mael... I wonder if she ever told the others what happened to him. No one wins. Both sides lose what is most dear to them. Yeah. Wait, did she restore the boy? Or is that like her son instead of Verso? That's CL's husband. She brought him back. Or did she paint a new Verso? Which we kind of messed up, not gonna lie. Be a little messed up if that's the new Verso she's like painted. Real world over the painting world, yeah. But it's also different for Mael, because in the real world, she's covered in burn scars and destroyed, and she can't even really speak. Like, she was excited to get her voice back when she entered the painting. Imagine being constantly in pain and not being able to even so much as speak. But when you come into this place, suddenly you can move without pain, and you can live your life, you know? But you can tell she's haunted by it. The knowledge that it's slowly killing her to be here. It's a film. Indeed, neither can live in the world the other imagines. Yeah. It's like a film. They must have maybe they recorded a performance? Or Mael's recreating it from one of her memories? Literally what thousands of people do every day. Yeah. Oh man. I still think Verso is the more narratively satisfying. We're gonna see. Because the thing is, I'm not sure if her father would actually destroy it. I wonder if her father, if seeing Mael leave the painting would be enough for the father to not burn it. Oh. Yeah, this is definitely the bad ending. Uh-oh. Something's happening. Little motes of light are appearing. Oh, yeah, this is definitely the bad ending. This is 100%... No, this wants to say this is very much the bad ending. Yeah. Oh. She's dying. Staying here for years and years when she's... Remember, her mother was like one of the greatest of the painters. So, like, she was able to do this, obviously. She was able to stay here for this long. But Mael, I don't think, has the ability to. Load game. Let's see if we can get the Verso ending. Let's see if we get the Verso ending, see what that's about. No previous saves. From 849. Let's try the 836 one. I think that would be like right before all the cutscenes. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna go back here. So it's time to stop painting. It's time to stop. Time to stop, baby Verso. We can't have Mael literally rot away inside this place. We can't have that, Mael. I'm sorry. You deserve better. Again, though, on a soul not being infinite echoes this narrative. I'm gonna fight as Verso now, which is honestly what feels like the narrative wants you to do. It's about getting the family's grief and the way to shape this world if they need to get over it. Wonder if Mael will be tougher than Verso was. Let's see. So she died to a single attack. Yeah, she dies to a single attack. I am very over-leveled. Mael. It's sad because the characters we've grown attached to throughout the story are Rune and Ciel, and they want Mael to stay here. You know?
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. You've got this incredible power to paint. You'll never have to suffer a life you don't want.
Oh, man.
You're okay.
You're okay.
You're okay. You're okay.
Oh, man. Mael, use your power to heal the world before you go. Give Ciel her husband back before all this is... Oh, wait, okay, giving Ciel her husband back is against the themes, I see. Because Ciel shouldn't be chasing after resurrecting the dead. Ciel, this is about dealing with the grief, not just finding a way to fix everything. Because sometimes things can't be fixed. This is tragic in its own way. Monoko. Esque. My friends. Oh, basically to paint is to give away your soul bit by bit until nothing is left. This game has so many fucking layers to it, it's great.
Miss you guys.
And Verso's letting go. Verso's been wanting to let go for a long time. He didn't want to let go of them, though. And he had to. Ciel almost looks betrayed. She wanted that happy ending, no matter how tragic it was. She wanted it so bad. But she grew to love him in her own way. She loved her husband too, but God, she can't reach it. She can't do it. The betrayal's too much. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. And then there's Lune. She won't enter. She won't come in. She will stay here and sit at the doors of death until the very end. She will not quietly go. She will fight this with every ounce of her fiber of her being so that she can have a day where she can be herself. It's so... Ugh. Called it. Called it. They finally confirmed it with the name, but I called it 1,000 times. Ever since we got the idea that Verso died in the fire, I've been calling the boy was him. Token the art creating as someone who gave away as many creations I was proud of, it's always felt like losing something. Oh, man. And then they're gourmaging. Oh, man. The epilogue will be, I guess, outside, maybe? I mean, Lune's all that's left of the world, because Mainel never really repainted everyone. Aside from the soldiers, all that's left is Lune, right? If the world exists at all. A life to love. I think this is why that thought constantly sticks with me. Yeah, I can imagine that. The real world.
Miroir du temps, nos histoires s'allient.
The real Lumiere, or the real Paris, I guess.
Dans le creux de nos mains, deux mondes se dessinent.
It was a story about their grief and their loss and trying to deal with it. Becoming so obsessed with the memories you held on to. Oh my god, it's an Esque's little stuffed animal. That's adorable. Sad, but adorable. You know, I think it's impactful that, like, Ciel tried to understand, but Lune was just furious. That's the impression I got from her, is that she was stubbornly going to hold out at the end, using all her magic and science to try and hold back another day. even as the world's physics slowly collapsed in on her, and everything she thought she knew caved in. She was probably sitting there trying to hold back the inevitable, sitting there, stubborning it to the end. The others gave in at the end, no matter how much it hurt, even with CL. But she's all that's left, aside from the gestrels. And even they're probably falling apart as the painting fails.
Horizon lointain, peignons ensemble les couleurs de demain.
God, this song is so fucking tragic.
Clair Obscur,
Oh,
œuvres
they're so descendre. Bien dans no. What does this mean? Bien dans non cure? Cures? I'm sorry, I cannot speak French. Period. I can speak a little bit of like Cajun style French, but that's like a few words, not like as a whole language. Mostly words I've been taught the pronunciation from a very young age.
Les liens restent éternels dans le dessin.
CL's off to fight her war, continue her war. She's just gonna get back at the writers for the tragedy. Which, I like that they're literally fighting over the writers killed Verso. Literally, the writers did. The people who wrote the story killed Verso, and the people who had to animate it are going to fucking kill them for it. I'm sorry. The fact, every time I say it, it's so funny. Ignape. Ignape. Oh, they're waving goodbye in the real world. Perhaps my poems I have written are the painful screams of my soul that has bit by bit been given away. Damn. Oh, God. Oh man, that's insane. God. I mean, it's clearly the good ending. You know, they're healing. It's painful, but they're healing and they're moving forward into the world. Whereas the previous one literally has Mael rotting in the fiction as Verso's, you know, reflection stares down at her. Even like the choreographed version of him is looking at her like, hey, you sure you want to keep doing this? Oh man, though. Sandfall Interactive. Wow, I need to keep up. I'm gonna keep an eye on what they do next. Because this is definitely a studio to keep an eye on. Her soul needed rest to heal. It really did. It needed to. It needed rest. But God, man, this is just so good. This whole game is so freaking good. This is one of the best games I've ever played. I think this might be up there with Bloodborne for me in like terms of like the level I like a game. It's doesn't top Bloodborne for me, but when it comes to emotional storytelling, it might. Oh wait, looks like in an early draft we had a bow and arrow user, and the mage was more of a summoner. I love when games give you like concept art in the early stages of it, in like the visual effect, and like, you know, in the credits. Lets you see like the progression of a game. Like you can clearly see some like early stuff that was there from like the very beginning. But like some things have definitely changed during development. Oh man. It's just nuts. It's nuts that the studio came out of like nowhere, released this game with basically zero fanfare, and it was this good. I think that's what gets me the most, is that like a lot of the times we can see the good games coming, You know, From Software had already made Dark Souls and Dark Souls 2, and then Bloodborne came out, and they teased it, and it looked good. We have had games like Hollow Knight come out, and they're from indie studios. Indie studios can come out of nowhere, but like mid-tier studios like this is clearly like a double A or like single A, like mid-tier game studio. They had some money behind them, you know? Not a ton of money, but they had some. They had a decent budget for good 3D graphics and stuff. But they clearly spent a lot of their effort, a lot of their, budget on getting like the writing and the voice acting and all the effects and the music. And they did a really good job with it. It's just so impressive. Man, this is so good. If you had told me a turn-based style game about about the loss of family, grief, and the toll that art takes. Actually, wait. And you also said it had Dark Souls style bosses. Actually, no, wait, scratch that. I was about to say that I probably wouldn't have said I wasn't interested, but that actually is very up my alley. Kind of pseudo-somber stuff, metaphorizing on the nature of death and art, while also giving you Dark Souls style difficult boss fights that use parrying and dodging. Yeah, that's very much my whole thing. Hollow Knight didn't come from nowhere with a Kickstarter success. Okay, so even Hollow Knight has, like, origin. So it was a Kickstarter game. Okay, so even that one came out. Even that one had, like, build-up. Because I remember I was looking into, like, Expedition 33, when was it announced? And, like, did it, like, have a E3 showing or no? Also, the music. Whoever did... I'm gonna have to look when I review this, because I am gonna review this. I know other people are talking about it. I like to give my own take on this, so I've avoided listening to any reviews on it from anyone else. Honestly, ever since I started doing reviews myself, I've like stopped watching as many review things unless there are things I'm definitely no longer review or already reviewed, because I want to keep my opinions clean. But holy shit, I have to talk about this. I just have to. Binding of Isaac was shot out in a weekend. Yeah, but it also got like a huge amount of development. I mean, it was good, don't get me wrong, but it's like, it's clearly an indie game. This is like look at this team. This had a lot of people working on it. Look at this. They had a whole bunch of testers even. Like, shit, man. They had a whole team dedicated to porting the game. And doing performance and compatibility testing. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's not just like some indie game that was like developed by a small team and made really quick and made because, you know, a developer was really passionate, or a few developers were very passionate. This was a moderately sized gaming team. It wasn't like the, you know, thousands of people that you have working on sometimes on a game in like AAA studios nowadays. This was probably like 100, maybe 200 people all working on this. A lot of them were working on like the voice acting or art design, you know, scenes of production, studio, that kind of stuff, recording studios. But like, it's like one name. Like, you'll have like things that'll be like one name. You had supporting cast members, so they definitely had a bit of more voice acting for a lot of stuff. You got like voice actors from most characters had like their own voice actors, aside from like the recurring gestural minions. Like, this was a decently sized project that seemed to come out of nowhere with very little build-up. And I kind of want to know how long the trailers have been out, because again, I was keeping an eye out for like new game trailers stuff like this, and even I found out about it mostly because it already came out and it was already like, people were like, holy shit, it's amazing. And I keep an eye out for like, these are the games you should go play or whatever. And add that musing on to the poetic snippets file. Yeah. It's a crazy game. It's gonna be so frustrating to review this though, because I have to decide whether or not I want to go spoilers, because I feel like I have to. If I'm gonna review this, and I'm gonna talk about it in depth, I need to go spoiler talk. Because the initial pitch for the game, yes, it has the dealing with grief aspect. You can kind of talk about that with Gustav losing his girlfriend at the very beginning, and regrets and stuff like that. And actually, I'm just realizing how much Gustav was mirroring Mael, because they also lost someone very dear to them and went off on a self-destructive mission. Oh my God, it's okay. Never mind. Okay, blah, blah. We'll get to that. There are some parallels to those two, though. But the thing is, I feel like if I do the review, I have to do a spoiler section, that's that. Yeah. Well, the thing is, I also wonder how much I'll be able to talk about it in the non-spoiler section. Or is it just going to be like an initial thing, a conclusion, and then in the middle this gigantic thing that says, do not watch this part unless you have want spoilers. Because if I want to talk about any of the core themes or the later gameplay stuff, a lot of that is, I mean, I guess I can kind of spoil a bit on the later gameplay stuff, and I can go into production and design details on like monster designs. Yeah, I suppose there's a decent amount of stuff I can talk about here. So once the Lilo and Stitch review is out, I guess this is next. Hey everybody, we know what the next review is going to be, because I'm going to be throwing myself in here. I might do something small for the How to Train Your Dragon review as well, where I talk about it. I'm not going to talk about it too in-depth, because I feel like a lot of people have said they're please How to Train Your Dragon. I just want to give some things for me. No spoilers section even. I could do that. I could do a shorter review and just have it be like, you should see this blind, but know it touches on themes of grief and moving on and moving forward. Oh, look, a little thank you message. That's so cute. That could be. I'll have to play around with it. I will probably do 2 versions of the script, one with the spoiler section, one without, or at least my like Cliff Notes version with some lines I have in that I use the script. And I'll probably record both and then see which I want. Then I suggest that you state that you should play the game if you don't want spoilers. Honestly, I'm going to say you should play the game regardless. I would definitely recommend playing the game without learning any of the twists. I'm not one of those people, it's a nice surprise for viewers. Yeah, well, and the thing is, I think this is one of the few games where you can say that the twists actively add to the plot. They add to the confusion of the characters, and the sudden shifts in tone and mood that they cause, like Gustav's death, that being there, you want people to be invested in Gustav. You want them to be invested in his character and his journey, because that makes you invested in Mael, and when Mael loses Gustav and Verso comes in, it adds to the feeling of uncertainness that they have around Verso, because they didn't know he was just going to show up out of nowhere, and the player didn't either. And the way he's just slotting into Gustav's role might confuse them a bit. And then as Mael becomes more a center character, and Verso and Mael, you know, become like the kind of main characters, things going forward, that's a good tone shift that keeps the player guessing and on their toes. And I think it's a really important part of like why the story really feels impactful is these sudden twists. It's not the twists are like all that this has going on. It has a lot of good things to say about dealing with grief, and the characters each have their own traumas they're dealing with, from Lune's, you know, overbearing parents and her all-consuming desire to see their work fulfilled that has devoured her life, to the way that Mael is slowly awakening to that she's living, you know, in this fantasy, that she can't keep doing that, to Ciel trying to get over the death of her husband and avenge him. She thought she was going on a suicide mission, but now she might live. But some people won't be able to play the game. I get that, but there are playthroughs you can watch online if you want to watch the story. And honestly, this game isn't like super expensive. I don't think, let me double check this real quick, but I don't think it's a full like $60, is it? It might be $60, don't quote me on that. Let's see here, Clair Obscur, Expedition 33 on Steam. What is the price on Steam at the moment? I will say it is definitely better experienced blind. That much I can say. Yet somehow I've seen the story. Yeah, exactly. How did this happen? You watched a playthrough, yeah. It is only $50, so it's definitely not like indie game $20 cheap, but it's probably cheaper than basically any AAA game you'll buy, and it's better than basically all of them. Like, period. It is a really good. And if you want to experience the story through someone else, that's perfectly valid. I've watched plenty of games through streamer stories. What was it? I think I've watched the entire Prototype game series through a stream. Again, as I stated, recommend they play the game before watching the review, because the review will contain unavoidable spoilers. Again, it'll just depend on if I feel like the spoiler version is worth. So I'm going to probably do 2 versions when I'm starting with the initial drafting. And if I think I have enough to say that justifies the spoiler section being there, I will probably have the spoiler section be there. And as long as I can talk about enough stuff outside the spoiler section. Because if I'm going to do a spoiler section, I need the review to still work without the spoiler section. That's my main thing. For me, if I have a spoiler section, it should always be an add-on. This is more context, but if you don't want to just get to my point already. I don't want it to just be the whole review, and that's why I was worried that this would be. But I think I should be able to have enough to talk about. The point is, I just gonna play around and see. I might do one without a spoiler section, I might not. It'll just depend on which version of the script, which version of the recording I end up liking the most, or thinking is the best, which isn't always the same thing. So yeah, this has been Expedition 33, and I'm glad we were able to finish it. I will be doing another game. I think I'm gonna try and see something else new, and then after that, okay, we will either do Wet or Atelier Sophie. I might try Atelier Sophie. Also, the record for this game crashed once. Oh yeah, I remember that. The stream, one of the streams for this game crashed. Well, but yeah, but I stopped playing for that. And a lot of the story stuff, to be fair, I did cut out some of the story stuff. You didn't get to see the CLs, you didn't get to see the Clair stuff, the Clay stuff, and we never did Simon's fight, which I'm guessing Verso had some extra context with Simon. From what I can tell, though, he seemed like someone who loved the in-universe version of Clea. I suggest Witchspring Tea instead of Atelier Sophie. Okay. Witchspring Tea. I might look into that next, Dawnseeker. And then after Witchspring Tea, I'll probably do Wet. But I'm also going to look into some new games, so we will see what happens. We will see what happens. Anyway, this has been a lot of fun. Witchspring R. Well, you said Witchspring Tea. Witchspring R. Okay, cool. I'll keep that in mind. And yeah. We're probably gonna do a new game first, and then once I feel like I've done enough to have seen what's going on in that other game we're playing, Divinity 2, I'm probably gonna let Divinity 2 fall to the wayside and play a new game while I play a bit of Witchspring R. That'll probably be the pattern. So we'll probably pick up a new game that's like new release this year, maybe an indie game or something. We'll see. And then after that, we will play a bit more in Divinity 2. Once I get to a point where I think, yeah, I've seen what this game has to offer. I want to just check it out. Maybe get to one of like the Dragon Combat sections or a big boss fight. And be like, okay, I've seen it. This is a really long RPG. We're going to go ahead and I'll do this on my side area. And then we'll go to Witchspring R. Do more recommendations in general, because there's some fiery stuff here that'll be enough for at least a next 100 stream. Oh, absolutely. And don't get me wrong. I'm going to have some like variety stream stuff probably near the end of the year, when I'm like kind of compiling my thoughts on everything I played this year so far. And I'll probably do like one-off streams where I try a bunch of stuff from, or at least several things from the recommendation pile, because there's like a ton of stuff there. There's racing games and old Marvel stuff and tons of action RPGs from just the good old days. There's a lot. Thank you guys for your recommendations. I do check them out. It's just, there's so much, and I have so many things that are vying for my attention. So I do try and check them out every once in a while. And whenever I see something that's really interesting to me, I do note it. One of the new ones actually that was recently that I like, kind of like really noticed was the John Woo and the Castlevania Recommendations of Shame. That was in particular. You also had that really like what was the motorcycle apocalypse thing? That was kind of funny. Anyway. This has been Expedition 33's stream. I hope you guys all had fun. I know I certainly did. And I will see you guys all next time. Bye.